the figures for India, in fact, touching 2 lakh, and we are talking about a day when many states have reported their single highest spike in a single day. To discuss more about this, I in fact now have the CEO of CARE Hospitals, Mr. Rajiv Singhal. Mr. Singhal, thank you so much for joining us. The numbers are rising. So far, we have seen the COVID-19 cases largely being handled by the government sector, by the public sector, but private hospitals would also need to pitch in. And of course, there is disease burden even otherwise. What are the new challenges that you are looking at as you are going into a phase where the numbers of COVID patients are rising and the other patients need to come in for their treatment as well?
So thank you, Uma. I think as you rightly mentioned that hospital industry is facing a lot of challenges, and as the numbers they keep on increasing day by day, and this is a problem which is going to stay for a longer duration of time. It's important that all the players work together and they should be able to treat maximum number of patients. And also in these scenarios, in addition to the COVID patients, the other disease burden of the non-COVID patients cannot be put aside. We have to address their normal concerns, those who are suffering with diabetes, cancer, those who are on dialysis, people who require surgeries, because today's elective can become a semi-emergency or emergency over a period of time if it is delayed beyond a certain period. So healthcare industry is poised with a different problem, one dealing with COVID, and second, the most important is taking care of the disease burden. So both things have to run simultaneously. So the pressure is on the healthcare industry. In addition to this, I would say the biggest challenge is the survival of the healthcare industry like any other.
I want to specifically ask you about an issue that you have been raising.
Yeah.
Mr. Singhal, I just want to ask you about a specific issue that you have been raising about the receivables from the government itself. A figure 1,700 crores to 2,000 crores is a figure that's been put out saying that this is the amount that the government in fact owes the private hospital sector in different categories. Tell us how this is spread out and what are the dues that are getting from the government? How critical is it for you to get this particular dues? Of course, the government not in a state of plenty where they are going to even pay up, but hospital sector is something very critical as you're pointing out.
So looking at the criticality of hospital sector, which is posed with two things. One, saving lives and also saving livelihoods. If the hospital industry does not survive, it will be very difficult to serve the society and the people who need treatment. Not only this, it will be difficult to pay the salaries of the people who are working in the hospital. So it will lead to ultimate closure of the hospital. And in turn, if somebody has to look at hospital industry is one of the biggest employers as far as the industry is concerned. In addition to the doctors, the nurses, the device industry, the pharma, the consumables, the list can go on and on. So if you are killing one industry, it's difficult for so many livelihoods will get impacted in addition to the healthcare. So the most important and the crucial thing at this time, which can be done by various organizations, is to release the money which is held by them or they are supposed to give it to the hospital providers. Once this money is essential to keep the industry afloat. Forget about, in fact, coming to the kind of concerns of making certain amount of profitabilities, but the most important is to pay to the vendors, pay salaries to the people. You have to pay to the pharma, the consumable, the devices people. So there's a whole lot of, I would say, logistics chain which has to be taken care. So that release of receivable is the biggest ask from the industry today.
The CARE hospitals that you represent, of course, is one of the big players, the fourth most biggest perhaps in the country, and a big player in South India as well with 14 hospitals. But I want to ask you, these dues that you're talking about, up to 2,000 crore rupees, is it going to affect the smaller players as well? And how critical is it for them to continue to exist in the coming months and years?
So one, it will be important for every player because all the hospital players are doing credit business, and various organizations they are catering to the various organizations. So whether big or small, this amount is of great importance and significance to every player. It will put additional pressure to the smaller players if this money is not released. you might see certain hospitals getting shut down because of the lack of the resources to fund even the normal salary payouts.
Yeah, at a time when the government has been talking about helping different sectors during COVID-19, have you had a dialogue with the government, and have they sought more time for paying up? All this, I'm presuming, is dues from insurance, health insurance, state insurance, and so on and so forth.
So I think there are various bodies which are in constant conversation with the government, and I think I would also like this opportunity to applaud and thank the government, both central and state governments, for managing the scenario till now very effectively and keeping the citizens safe. And I think more push into the payments will ease out the situation at the ground level.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Singhal, for joining us. And we do hope the government is able to pay up at the earliest so that the hospitals in the private sector survive and more investment also happens in the public sector, in the government health sector as well.